There are three types of salespeople out there that don't get the kind of results they want in sales. Let's talk about the first kind. The oversellers. These are people that are willing to say anything, misrepresent. They're willing to overpromise, underdeliver, bash the competitor, spread rumors about the competitor just to get you to buy their product. These are the oversellers. The second kind are those that are the undersellers. These are folks that are afraid to offend you. What if they rub you the wrong way? What if you don't like the question they ask? What if you push them a little bit and you ask the tough questions? They're afraid to do that. A little bit timid, a little bit shy. And the last one is those that don't sell. They just present. They tell you what the product is. Great at giving you the facts, giving you the features, giving you the benefits, but they don't ask the questions that they need to ask. So they're not prepared. They're just presenters. So the overseller, the underseller, the presenter. Let me give you the challenge and the benefit of each one. The oversellers, what they have going for themselves is they have audacity. They're not afraid. They're willing to say whatever they can. The challenge with them is they typically had a bad example of somebody they shadowed that did all the bad things salespeople do, and they duplicated that habit, or they have an understanding of what you're supposed to do in sales, like say anything to make the sale, and that's how they view sales. Those two things can hurt them. If those two things can come back and built on the solid foundation of values, principles that work in the world of sales, they can have a long-term career. If not, you'll be out of sales in no time. The undersellers are typically shy, or they don't believe in their product. You know, they're timid, they're shy. And if there's one thing I can tell you, one of the most expensive habits you could have is to be shy. One of the most expensive traits in the world is to be shy. If you are afraid to ask the question, look, some of the best people I buy products from are naturally shy, but I buy it from them because I trust them, okay? Let me explain. Zuckerberg is naturally an introvert. Bezos, Gates, they're all introverts, right? But they had to sell to investors. They had to sell the software, the website, the product, the philosophy. They had to sell the idea that Amazon's going to put eventually Borders and Barnes & Noble out of business. They had to figure out a way to do it. So shy people, if you're shy, saying, well, I'm kind of timid, I don't believe in a product, go do whatever you can to study the product so your conviction is 100%. So you know you can sit at, talk to anybody and your eyes are going to look at them without being nervous about it. Or start asking tougher questions and stop being so nervous about, worried about rubbing people the wrong way. You got to get the shyness out of you, or at least use it as an advantage. And last but not least, those that don't ask and they just present. This doesn't mean you're a bad salesperson. It just means you don't know how to ask the right questions. You got to get the top 20 FAQs in your industry, frequently asked questions, and you got to go to your closers in your company, in your industry, and find out what are the best transitional questions they ask on a call, when they prospect, when they sell, closing questions, and then start applying them to your presentations. Your results will be night and day. Income doesn't go up 50%. When you start asking questions instead of presenting, your income goes up like 6, 7, 800%, if not 1,000%. Because if you're making $5,000, now all of a sudden you're going to make $50,000. That's not 100% growth. That's a lot of growth because you're starting to learn to ask the right questions and overcome objections. Having said that, look, challenge to you. Here's a challenge to all of you. If it's 2020 and you still haven't made a decision to learn how to sell and negotiate, the 2020s are going to be roaring for a lot of people. It ain't going to be roaring for you. Because if there is a skill that's mandatory in 2020 to help create wealth and attract wealth for you moving forward, is sales and negotiation. A lot of people tell me, Pat, what books should I read? What courses should I take? Here's what I tell them. Take them all. Make sure whoever wrote the book didn't write the book because they made money selling books. They did something in a different industry for 5, 10, 15, 20 years that made them millions that they're willing to share it with you, okay? So the course is online. If somebody made a lot of money running a business, they were selling and negotiating, go take it. If an FBI agent was a former hostage negotiator and he's now selling a course on Masterclass, go buy the course and learn it. But learning from those folks, I have a sales course myself that we just launched. I'm sharing my sales system that I share with my 13,000 agents. You want to know about it, we'll put the link below. But go learn those things for yourself. And if you're somebody right now that you want to improve your sales system and sales process, watch this video here. It's a video you can go watch on YouTube. I break down exactly certain areas in the sales flow that a lot of people have leaks in, and it costs them a lot of money. And this will hopefully identify some of the leaks for you that can help you make a lot more money. Having said that, have a killer week, everybody. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.